Broadcast, we're on.
There we go.
That's what I was there, but maybe it's gone. I just saw it on there yesterday.
Yeah, I went and tried, I was like, I feel like I'm having a stroke, like I higher right on this now. It's
I
constant.
think so, yeah.
Sleeping, and then I started
Yeah, because it says live.
Okay. Thank you all for being here today to learn about our QR code project we've got going. I hope that you'll be interested and participate and help us to preserve the stories of our ancestors. So,
Past and the foundation connects past and present by preserving the past for the future. By preserving the past stories are not forgotten. Imagine walking through a cemetery. Imagine being able to hear the stories of its residents.
It's twice.
Every gravestone marks a life. Every gravestone a story of
It's-
lived, work,
You need to shut the speaker off, sweetie.
love,
Oh.
sacrifice, and community. You'll meet friends, business owners, and neighbors who help shape our town, our community, and our shared history. With each QR code, you're invited to step beyond. The QR code project by the Wellsburg Historical Foundation connects past and present in a powerful new way. It's turns it into a story. When you scan, you'll discover photos. Sorry.
Okay.
The QR code project by the Wellsburg Historical Foundation connects past and present in a powerful new way. By preserving the past for the future, we ensure these stories are not forgotten. Imagine walking through a cemetery and being
sorry, let me try something else.
photos, short biographies, and memories that bring these individuals to life. With each as you walk through the cemetery, you're not just the stone the rest of the story. You'll scan, you'll discover photos, short biographies, and memories that bring these individuals to life. As you walk through the cemetery, you're not just visiting the rest at 9:30 a.m. at your annex on Adams.
Sweetie, shut the speaker off.
I'm trying.
No, over there. Push the button.
At 9:30
You mean this speaker?
Yes.
Why that speaker?
I think that's where the second sounds come.
No, it's not.
No, okay.
No,
Nothing's coming
Okay.
no.
We expect to live stream the meeting.
It's a TV.
Okay, it's the TV and the computer.
Or if you missed the live stream, we encourage you to contact a member of the board for additional information.
I'm like trying to figure it out too.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm pretty tech savvy. It's funny. I can't figure it out either. Okay, so you've got,
So,
you're mirroring this, but you're not.
no. So, I think I'm doing this. Let's see how it is on the screen.
So the PowerPoint, okay.
Maybe I can learn something.
Why does it go like
I don't know. Yeah, I would close it. Yep. We can force it if we need to. Oh yeah, see how it says not responding, I'll go back over and cover. There you go.
Okay.
I mean, how much fun would it be if it all just worked the first time?
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
But now I'm not mirroring.
Okay, instead of extend, let's go back to where you were. I think
Did
you
you
said-
use
No, gone.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm different.
Sure enough.
There you go. Changes.
Anybody need more coffee while we wait?
No.
Another roll.
Another roll?
One is
You're all
enough.
falling asleep.
One is enough.
Be honest. No, I'm not promising it's not gonna do something weird, but you can sure try again.
Okay, we'll try this again. Here we go.
The QR code project by the QR code project showed the next past and foundation, connects past and present, and by preserving the past.
You're in 70 young.
Every brainstorm marks a
It's like it's playing it twice.
So
with
the
delay.
TV volume is on, and
Which it should be.
Yeah, the TV volume should be on.
Okay, we'll play this after a while. We're gonna skip it for now.
I haven't heard news yet. It's actually Yeah, that's all. What's on the news? Naturally.
That is wild. And now it closed it all. No. You're not doing anything that I would expect to have that happen, so.
Maybe it'll just go and I don't have to press the go button.
Oh,
The QR code project by the Wellsburg Historical Foundation connects past and present.
so just listen.
Oh, that's going, but it's not playing, but that's okay. Can you turn the volume up?
It might
Imagine
have to go
TV
on TV.
able to hear the stories of its residents. Every gravestone marks a life once lived, a story of family, work, love, sacrifice, and
There you go.
You'll meet pioneers, parents, veterans, business owners, and neighbors who helped shape our
Can you hear
town,
that? I'm
our
gonna-
community, and our shared history. With each QR code, we're guided to step beyond the stone and into the story. When you scan, you'll discover photos, short biographies, and memories that bring you back. As you walk through the cemetery, you're exploring a living history. We want you to help us keep their stories alive. Please join us for an informational meeting on February 21st, 2026 at 9:30 a.m. at the Annex on Adams. We'll give a brief overview of how the process works and how you can participate in bringing these stories and these lives.
You know,
back
him
to
playing
life.
that double sound again. I don't know where it's even playing from. Isn't that weird?
Or if you miss the live stream, we
No,
encourage
because that's
you
your
to
next
contact
slide.
Wellsburg.
But this is actually, okay.
Woo.
Well, that was weird, so let's see what we got here now. Oh, look at this, is it gonna do it
The
again?
QR code project by the Wellsburg Historical
Here we go.
Foundation connects past and present in a
Go ahead and
powerful
hit the
way.
next slide.
By preserving the past for the future, we ensure these stories are not
Can you
forgotten.
go louder?
Imagine walking through a cemetery and being able to hear the stories of its residents. Every gravestone marks a life once lived, a story of family, work, love, sacrifice, and community. You'll meet pioneers, veterans, business owners, and neighbors who have
Then I tried to help and I made it worse. Hold on. There.
The QR code project by the Wellsburg Historical Foundation connects past and present in a powerful new way. By preserving the past for the future, we ensure these stories are not forgotten. Imagine walking through a cemetery and being able to hear the stories of its residents. Every gravestone marks a life once lived, a story of family, work, love, sacrifice, and community. You'll meet pioneers, parents, veterans, business owners, and neighbors who helped shape our town, our community, and our shared history. With each QR code, you're guided to step beyond the stone and into the story. When you scan, you'll discover photos, short biographies, and memories that bring these individuals to life. As you walk through the cemetery, you're not just visiting a resting place, you're exploring a living history. We want you to help us keep their memories alive. Please join us for an informational meeting on February 21st.
For the future, and we think this QR code project will do just that. So what is a QR code, you ask? I've had that question a lot. So QR stands for quick response, and it's actually been around since 1994. And it was created to solve limitations of traditional. You see them on television when you're watching commercials. They might have that down in the corner. Just be careful what you click on to make sure that it's safe. But ours will be safe. So can your cell phone read a QR code? If you have a smartphone, yes. And I did some research, and some flip phones can do it. I don't know specifics on it, but I did read that some can do it. So what you have to do, you have to point your camera at the QR code, and a little box is going to pop up, basically with the URL that QR code points to. So if that doesn't work, we need to check that the scan QR codes is enabled in camera settings. And we've got Katie from the library here, and she's gonna help us after I get done talking here a little bit to make sure our cell phones can read the QR codes. So how can you help? So we're looking for help on these steps. Create a video on your cell phone telling the story of your ancestor or your loved one. Choose the photos that go with your story. Email the video to us. And share the photos with us. And probably email those, or maybe if you're local, we can take them and scan them and get them back to you. What should be included in the story? Anything you want included can be in this story. Interesting facts, family details, immigration information, community involvement, business details if they own a business in town or elsewhere for that matter. How long should your story be? Try for at least 1.5 minutes, 2-ish, somewhere in there, because keep in mind, the longer the stories, people might say, oh, no, I've heard enough, and they're going to shut it off. But if you've got a lot of interesting information to tell, go for it. I'll be listening to the whole thing, I know that. Some family history books have great stories in them that are a perfect opportunity to create a QR code story from. So a lot of that work is already done. So now how to do it. Write down your list of facts. So on the tables, I need some on the back table yet, but there's a sheet. Take a sheet along with you. Write your deceased name or your loved one's name at the top, what cemetery they're in, what your name is, because if we have questions, we want to go back to you and say, what did you mean by this, you know. And then write down all the facts of this person that you want covered in your story. Using those facts, write out your story in its entirety. Or ChatGPT it. ChatGPT is my new friend. Practice reading your story and timing it. Make any changes. And you'll probably need to repeat that process a few times in order to get it the way you want it to be. And record the story on your cell phone as a video. If you have hesitations or misspeaks, that's okay. We can edit some of that stuff. But it's, you know, if you want to start over, you're certainly welcome to start over with the whole story too. But I did one that was 1 minute and 45, 50 seconds, and I probably had to do it a dozen times. So, and I had exactly written out what I wanted to say. It'll take a little bit of practice. Okay, so how is the QR code itself created? We will do all the techie stuff. So we'll scan your photos. We'll add the photos to your story. So once I get the video that you created, I'll take that. I mean, when I recorded it, I just held my cell phone like this. So I think my video was the ceiling of my living room. So I'll take that video off and I'll put all of your pictures on that you want on. Then we'll load the story onto our YouTube channel because that's where they'll reside. And I'll get a URL for that particular story. Then there's a QR code generator that I'll put that URL onto, and it'll give me that square. Then I'll put that, and we'll print that on paper, we'll laminate it, and then that's what we'll attach to the gravestone. So this is, we'll try this again. This is one that I created. This lady is buried in a Reformed church. I created this from newspaper clippings.
Where her parents had settled at an early date, situated a mile or more south of Wheatland, Clinton County, Iowa. She was one of 15 children born to George and Wilhelmina Breideschal Snyder, growing up in a large family rooted in the rural Iowa community. On April 14, 1897, at the age of 25, Lizetta was united in marriage to William F. Diebner, age 28, a druggist from Wheatland. It was the first marriage for both, and the couple soon began their life together with hope and promise. In November of 1898, William closed his drugstore in Wheatland and relocated to Wellsford to establish a new pharmacy. Lizetta joined him there on December 24th, beginning what would be a brief but meaningful chapter of life and her work. Knew her, remembered her smile and voice. Impressions after the passing. The couple had no children. for many months from consumption, now known as tuberculosis. Tragically, after residing in Wellsburg for just over 2 months, she succumbed to the illness on March 1st, 1899, passing away at the young age of 28. In October of that same year, her devoted husband erected this monument that stands in her memory. William F. Diebner continued to live in Wellsburg until 1907, when he sold the business to C.J. He later ran drugs in Dora. William passed away on December 12, 1960, and was laid to rest alongside other members of his family at Springdale Cemetery in Clinton, Iowa.
So that was a sample of the one that I did for a lady that lived here for 2.5 months. Her husband ran the drugstore for 7-8 years. And I got all of that information simply off of newspaper clippings. I guess that's really about it, newspaper clippings. So that was about 1 minute and 50 seconds. So, any questions?
Which cemeteries are you wanting this, like, just?
Any cemetery, really. So I think ones that the Historical Foundation will go and put the barcodes or the QR codes on need to be within reason, you know, probably within 10 miles. But we will create a QR code for anybody, laminated QR code, and you can go put it on their gravestone. Because it's about, I've got a sample. Where did I put the sample? This is what will go on the gravestone. It's about a 2x2 square inch QR code.
How durable is that? How long?
Well, we've laminated it, and we're going to have to give it a test, quite honestly. And if it doesn't land, we'll have to go to Plan B on how we do it. But at this point, this is what we're going to do. But we'll have the story and the QR code. We'll have that forever. It's just a matter of if we have to change from this. So,
Is there a cost?
no, there's no cost at this point. We'll take a donation for any kind of supplies we might need, but there is no cost that we've attached to this.
That's what gets put on the stone?
I'm sorry?
Is that what gets put on the stone?
Yes, this is what gets put on the stone. So it's hopefully, not very intrusive. And when people walk through the cemeteries, they'll see these and they'll click on them and they can hear the story.
But you can get pictures too.
Yep, there'll be pictures too. So just like Luzetta's, that's all the pictures I had. We just had one of her husband, and I took one of the gravestones and a couple of newspaper clippings. But I can add any pictures to
Those will
that.
be shown as the script
Yep.
is being read.
Yep, those will be shown as the story is read. Any pictures that you want. Yes.
If I die in Wellsburg and my family chooses not to pay to get me back to Michigan,
We'd be happy to
You
write
want to
something.
be buried here in Wellsburg?
We'd be happy to write something up for you,
Yes.
Pastor.
but that's my concern. But if that were to happen and you were kind enough to want to remember me with a QR code, do you contact my family first and say, may we do this on your behalf?
Yes.
Well, we have it in writing. We have it. We heard you say it.
Yeah, we heard you say it now, so we don't have to contact yours. But yeah, as a general rule, but for a lot of these families, like these people, there's no descendants, they have no children. But I'm hoping that we get the descendants' assistance in creating these, so there's already our okay to put it on their stone.
Yeah.
But yeah, if we write other ones, we will try and contact the family and say, is it okay that we put these on?
And if I would access a QR code on my phone, am I able then to share that with others from my phone?
Yes.
Yes.
So you can forward it to...
Yep.
Okay. Wow.
Yep.
Like I would know how to do that, but...
That's why I got Vicky here. She's going to help us with our tech stuff.
Library, show up,
And
yeah.
I was just going to offer sure you're okay with it. But I am more than happy to help you record. If you are like, this is beyond my tech level, we can make some time at the library. Maybe we just schedule in once a week. This is, paired time with you and me. We've got an iPad there. I can help scan photos and email them. So if all of that feels intimidating, I've got you. So
Excellent, thank you, Kate. Yeah, so if you need help, go to the library, or we're gonna probably try and set something up here as well at given times and say, I'll be here from, 2 to 5 or something on Wednesdays. Come on up if you want help doing stuff, and we'll, try to make a couple of access points for you to get this done. So I feel it's important for our community to preserve this history, because I got a lot of information from obituaries too, but that tells her story, but it doesn't really tell their story. And we want to be, it doesn't give pictures. We really want to draw you into these stories and get you the information that only the family might know, about interesting things that was in their lives. So, any other questions?
I mean, like what age of people you're interested in? Anybody that's in the cemetery?
Anybody.
I mean,
They all have a story. Every one of them. Every one of them has a story. Yep.
a good one, not like bad stories. Not those
I've read a lot of obituaries. There's never been a bad person that's ever died.
Unless you really have a,
They don't have obituaries.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Or any of the board members? I just got some raised eyebrows. So, okay. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
know about the first thing that I want to do, let me back.